All right, everybody. Old Big Jim coming at y'all from Casa de Barlow, located here in wonderful Stone County, Mississippi. Just a 30-minute ride from the Gulf of America. Glad all y'all are here today. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. I can feel the love. I can't say enough about mothers. I mean, it's just I can sit here and boil on about mine probably for an hour, but that's that's all. It's I miss her dearly. It's all water under the bridge. I went to the city cemetery here in town already today, and had some words with my family. My mother, my father, and my sister are all buried in our family plots. And it's kind of a humbling thing because there's one plot open. Anyway, happy Mother's Day. Today is Fundy Sunday, and we're going to have some fun. Okay, I can promise you that. The first thing I'd like to talk about is the giveaway. Y'all know that I have talked about this pen light, okay, forever. Okay, I call it the flashlight that broke the internet. And you can look at that sun gun. If you call that Teener, call it what you want to call it, but it's almost a 3-year anniversary. I'm pretty sure. I think I put this in my pocket on in 20 at the end of 2021. So it could be we could be working on 4 years. I really don't know, but maybe it was 2022. You know, when you get this when you get going like this, it sometimes time slips away and you forget things, like telling everybody they got my Dwayne Clark pocket cross. Everybody knows Brother Dwayne. Well, not everybody, but most everybody in my community or in this community knows Brother Dwayne. And shout out to you, Brother Dwayne. Blessed Sabbath to you. I hope you have a wonderful day. Tell Miss Donna I said howdy, howdy. And but anyway, I have in my hands. Of course, you ain't getting a red one. I got some red ones, but a couple. I keep a stockpile. Then at $1.99, you should grab, I don't know, 2 or 3 every time you go in there. You have one in your truck, your car, your bathroom, wherever, everywhere, for $1.99. I paid $1.69 for this one. But anyway, look at there. Got 3 of them bad boys. That would be first place, going in the box. That'll be second place, going in the box. And that'll be third place, going in the box. So that's how I got things lined up. Now, here's a unique situation for us, guys. There's somebody knocking on my back door. And you know what I'm going to do? I've been to pause y'all and walk over there and open the door. And we'll come back. We're going to keep on talking. So y'all hang on. All right, well, I'm back. Y'all just saw that's my outside son there. His name's Herman. He checks in all with me daily, try to take care of me. And see, y'all wonder why I keep one of these, a list of what I'm talking about. So I still don't know what I'm. Oh yeah, I just put the flashlights in the box. Anyway, he's been making him a cup of coffee and get him a cigarette, and we're gonna. Me and him gonna chop after we get through making this video. Me and him gonna chop it up. Probably go run the roads or something. We good about that. But it keeps the old man moving, keeps the old man active. You know what I'm saying? Just what it is. Okay. Giveaway. We talked about that. Now, today is Fundy Sunday. That's a recent hashtag started by my brother in Blades, Mr. Harold Terry. I don't have my coffee cup here to show y'all his sticker. I'm not going to pause the video again to go get it, but y'all know Harold Terry. I probably, look at here, I'm gonna share. Look at this stack of stickers. Yeah. He's probably the one in there, got it, that's from Brother Harold. But you know what? Ain't that big a deal. It's Monday, Sunday. It's his hashtag. Y'all should go check him out, man. He told a story today about his brother and him and a pocket knife they bought for each other. He's had me in stitches. Got a pretty good rapport with Brother Harold. He gets me in there where you get in there. Okay, so his hashtag simply is show a pocket knife that makes you happy. Well, look at here. I shared this with y'all yesterday, man. This is a Kershaw High Wire, I believe. High Life, High Wire, I don't remember. It's I mean, get them at Walmart. I don't know how much they are. It's a little reverse Warren clip. It's got a big old scratches on the side of it where it was falling apart. Old Big Jim put it back together. Got him a little flipper thing, pocket dropper I can throw in my pocket. Oh, they did put a pocket clip on it. But anyway, so that's one thing that makes me happy. Okay, I like that knife. It really makes me happy. Well, y'all know about the load, okay, and that's what we're gonna call it. It's the load. I bought. Well, let me show y'all. This box right here has about 25 pocket knives in it, okay? And this is what I bought. All right. But the guy that I buy this stuff from, he don't want to be burdened with all this stuff. He brings me video discs that are, out of some storage unit that he bought or whatever, and I buy them, and then I try to sell them on my eBay store. So if you need a video, you got to say, let's say you want to watch the original Durango movie, or Hang 'em High. I probably got it in my inventory. There's 1,000, 1,500 movies I got listed in my eBay store. You go over there, click on it, and or send me an offer. Say, this is Bubba's EDC. I want this movie. Well, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send you a dollar offer, and then you can pay the shipping, because I ain't gonna bring it to you. And then for $5 or less, you go get that movie delivered to your door directly from Big Jim's eBay store. That's just how I roll. Okay, now if it's a $15 movie, I'm probably not gonna send you a dollar offer for it. But if it's something that's old and out of the way, anyway. But anyway, that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Pocket knives. Okay, inside this pocket knife collection, out of that little box right there, there was a bunch of these. Okay, and this is a Schrade, gentleman stockman, medium-sized stockman. Now this one right here is just the way I found it. Y'all can see it's all corroded, it's all messed up. I haven't done anything to this one. I just pulled it out of the box. Now, I did pull one out of the box and gave it the Brother Harold salve. Okay, the only thing that's been done to this pocket knife is I took some mother's polish and polished this one up. Now, I got my mandatory Ted Hart wipe off rag, but I don't think I'm gonna need it. Okay, it don't need no rubbing. What it needs for me to do is to show it to y'all. Now, this is what it looks like when I got through with it. Okay, all I did was rub it with my fingers, rubbed it all over real good with that polish, and then took an old dish rag that I cut into some squares. Look at that side of Delrin covers. See that red coming out in there? Just beautiful. They come in. Let's see if I can find one here real quick closer. Yeah, here's how they come. That's the peanut. I got a couple of peanuts too. This is there it is right there. 825 RB. Okay, and it comes in that little tube right there. And just so y'all know, I ain't messing with y'all. I'm gonna open this up and I'm gonna pull this one out of here. Now that first one I showed y'all wasn't in a little plastic tube, but this is one right out of the plastic tube. Okay, same condition. And like I say, there's 4 or 5 of these in there. Now look these up on ABTPK, whatever that thing place is, and Blade, Blade Source. Look them all up. They sell from anywhere between $35 and $65. What am I gonna do with them? Probably give them to all my buddies, all my friends. Might throw one in the give you that box right there. Okay, that's just how I roll, man. It's I that little box right there. I paid money for it, but not a lot. The price per knife is probably $2 a piece. Okay, and but anyway, let me hook this bad boy up, y'all. Like I say, and there's all kind of information. Some of these knives had Uncle Henry blades put in them. Some of them were carbon. The early ones were carbon steel. These are stainless. But it's not really all over the place. But when a company like Schrade Walden makes a pocket knife, let me see if I can get that tank stamp. Now you're gonna notice there's a blade etch on there, and it's just about gone because that's over time. But it says, let's see, it says razor blade sharp. Okay, and the tank stamp is right there. It says Schrade 826. You know what I told you it was? No, 8. It says Schrade USA, and then below that's the part number. Okay, but just a beautiful. Look how that sounds good. Y'all, like I say, look at that. Look how that Delrin is kind of got that little red thing. The pile side is actually prettier on this one than the show side. But that's just a beautiful little pocket knife. I'm talking about beautiful. All right. I mean, and listen to this. I date this particular knife right here to be between 72 and 78. Okay, but listen to this. Okay, no oil, no nothing. That's right out of the little plastic box, right into my hand, and got it all polished up. That was probably, since it's the first one I messed with, that was gonna be mine. Now then, that one made me happy. Okay, very happy. And there was another knife in there. Of course, when I'm digging through this box, I see something, and that I know, and I immediately spark up. And so I took this one and put it in the spa, started it in the spa treatment, and after I got it out of the oil and rubbed it down with a little brass brush, I realized that it was not, it still makes me happy because I don't have this one, okay, and it's a Barlow. Now, I'm going to have to use my pliers here because this one, it's got these blades, they're not, you see, I had to open up that pen blade, but this one's still weeping oil. But look how, y'all look at the condition. Y'all see the blade, the way it looks, and all that rust. So I'm gonna have to buy a few tools. I mean, this is not gonna be a turnaround thing. Plus, there's 200 knives, so it's not gonna be a daily thing. I mean, it's not gonna. I'm gonna have to work on some of these. But you see the condition that this knife's in. See the point of that blade right there and the way it's shaped. That was my indication. So after I put it through the spa, I went out there and put it on the grinder, the wire wheel. Got a brass wire wheel, and this is what I got. Y'all see the corrosion? The end of that blade is eaten away. Just completely gone. I mean, I'm pretty good at cleaning these things up and getting them, where you can use them and stuff like that. But I can't put that metal, I can't make the metal go back on there. And by the time I got that corrosion out of there with the sander, there wouldn't be anything left. It would just be, that whole part of the blade would be gone, and I'd be right where I'm at now. I'd have a knife that's not any good. But the reason that I did this one is because of that blade shape. See if I can get y'all in there where y'all can see this. It says ideal. Okay. Now, I tell y'all on several occasions I use the hashtag Barlow Madness. Okay. And Barlow Madness is kind of my hashtag. I don't know if I thought of it or where it came from, but I did it. And I use it. And because Barlow Madness to me was, I could go, there's a hardware store right up to here. There's a Millennium case dealer in that hardware store. And I used to walk through there every morning going to elementary school. And on the wall, as you went out the door, or went in the door, there was a card that had a little rubber band, little bands on it, and there was one of them was an ideal. Okay, and these knives were stuck in that card, and they were $2.65. Now I would love to have one of these that's in good enough shape to put it in my Barlow collection. But if you go and find one of these in that kind of, in good enough toting shape, this is a hubcap design pocket knife, kind of like your early Imperials and all that. Good steel, good blade, good construction. It's just the covers were hubcap. They did that. They were made cheaply so they could be sold cheaply. And for $2.95, it was a good knife. Many a farmer reached up there on that board. They pulled one of them Barlows down here in Stone County and took it, put it in their pocket, and sharpened it and used it until it was gone, and they went in there and bought nothing. Of course, back then, a case knife was $15 or $16, $20, and they couldn't afford that because they had to feed the cows. So anyway, all that ain't got nothing to do with it. But now, if you buy this knife in card condition, they're $60. That's madness. That's Barlow madness. A $2.95 Barlow selling for $60 just because somebody's got one. I understand it. I'm just not going to pay for one. It's like the Diamond Edge Barlow that I got here recently and cleaned up for y'all and showed y'all. The one with the arrow on the bolster. It's got DE and the arrow going through it. That was pretty rare. Well, I got that off of Whatnot. Some guy obviously didn't know what he had. It needed a little cleanup. But I bought that one for, I think, $8 or $12 somewhere. And when it came in, it blew my mind. But anyway, this knife makes me happy just because I got it. Now, I'm not going to finish cleaning it up. It's going to go in a bin, and it'll be in my possession. But it's not, you got to have a pair of pliers to open it. So, but anyway, this knife made me smile. Okay, the next knife really made me smile. And it's making me smile right now while I'm looking at it. All right, this is a case pocket knife. And it's case XX. S is under. And it's a 9-dot. And the part number is 2159 LSSP. All right. I'm going to show y'all the pile size. Okay. See how corroded the pins are? See how beat up the bolsters are? Okay, now look at the back spring. Somebody used this thing as a hammer. Okay, look right here. See where all them little dents in there? Somebody used. Now, of course, they bought it to use it, and I ain't got no problem with that. There was a beautiful etching on the blade, of a hammerhead shark. It's gone. Okay, none of that showed up. The blade, most of the blade meat's there. It's been sharpened. It's been toted. But when I got this one, I just went and put it straight. But look, see how corroded those pins are? Those are supposed to be brass colored. And see how, like I say, somebody used it for a hammer. And, I've already, put this through the spa, cleaned it up, washed it out, dried it, took it out there on the fiber wheel, gave it a little rub on the show side, and that's the side I'm gonna show y'all, and y'all gonna see where I'm going with this. Okay, now look here, I'm taking this to 400 grit, okay, on the pile side. See how the pins are all popping now? That's not polished. They're all popping, but you still got your hammer marks where somebody, it looked like they was driving tacks or nails or I don't know what they were doing with it. I really don't. I don't know who did it, and it ain't none of my business. But there's all, well, it's still these things weep oil for 2 or 3 days. Get that cleaned off, but there's your tank stamp. See, it says case XX with S's under, and it's 9 dots. I thought it was a 71, but it's actually an 81. Give another little rub on the other side. I'm going to get you that part number. Okay. That is boy, it's hard. New camera ain't got it down pat yet, but you can see right there where it says 2, which is for synthetic, handle material, 1 blade, and the pattern is 59, and it says LSSP, which for locking stainless steel, and the P means something. It's stainless steel P. Anyway, y'all can decode it. But once again, man, this is what's sad about this knife. Look how somebody uses. I mean, they just beat it and beat it and beat it till it's just okay. But now I have the opportunity that I can do a little freestyle, because I can put this on my little 1x30, or take it out there and put it on Little Birdie, my big 4x36, and maybe sand all that out of there. It ain't gonna hurt it. That thing heavyweights 6-7 ounces. I mean, look at all that brass in there. That brass is heavy. Oh, I know what the P stands for. Synthetic. It's stainless steel, and P is for the spring. A lot of springs back in this time were made with carbon steel. I'm pretty sure that's what the P stands for. I could be wrong. And there's a guy up there he'll correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what it's for. Okay, so this makes me happy. HT, this makes me smile. I mean, you've already talked about it, so you already know. All right, well, since we're talking about knives that came from the load, I'm gonna, once again, I shared y'all this box right here that had these knives that I paid for. That's full of knives, y'all. Don't know what's in there. The dude got ready to leave. He said, "Man, I don't want them. You can have them." So the only thing I had on the floor was this Amazon bag that I don't even know where. Yeah, I might need some more help from y'all. And then if you sent this to me and you want to remain anonymous, that's fine. I don't have a problem. River Cross Knives. This came in the mail. It's an Amazon package. I have no idea where it came from. I know I didn't buy it. This is what came in it. I've already shared this with y'all. Beautiful knife. Y'all look at this. Bullnose upswept skinner, made from a farrier's rasp. Okay. I've toted this a couple times. It is a beast. Don't know who it came from. I am certainly blessed for that. This makes me smile a lot. Okay. Got my email cleaned out. If y'all want stickers, send me an email. My email is in the description of the channel. Send me an email. All you gotta do say is, "Hi, this is let's say Fat City." He's a good guy of mine. "Hey, this is Fat City. Send me some stickers," and put your address in there. And it may take me a minute, but I'm gonna move all that into a pile that I'm gonna call stickers. And then you'll be, if you're in that pile, sooner or later you're gonna get the stickers from old Big Jim. Okay. I don't know what I gotta, it's the beginning of the month, and usually when I get my stipends, I make 4 or 5 purchases. I probably got 5 or 6 more. I got 3 packages yesterday. Wasn't nothing earth shattered in there. New knives. We ain't gonna talk about new knives. I got a stack of them right behind y'all right there. That nothing. They're $8, $10, $12 knives. Mostly moderns. I've been buying a lot of moderns, just because they're cheap, just because I like them, and I just spent my money on them. I don't know. I'm not crazy, guys. I'm just crazy as they could be. So let's see. We took care of the welcome. I welcomed y'all, told y'all that it was a great Mother's Day. I went over the the 3 things that I added today. Talked about things that make me happy for Sunday Funday. And now I'm going to close this thing up by telling y'all that each and every one of y'all are special. We're at 742. We need 8 subscribers, guys. Call somebody you don't like and threaten them. Say if they do come over here and subscribe to my channel that you'll get them banned or something. And maybe they'll just come over here and subscribe just to see if you can get them banned or not. I don't know. Be creative, guys. Do something crazy. That's what I do. You understand? Do something crazy. Oh, yeah, I cleaned up pretty on Mother's Day. I shaved and got up and put on a pretty, I got some different glasses on today. And clean up too bad. Man, you ain't got to, I don't think you got the old lady, you don't have to hide your old lady from me and nothing. I don't think, I am that dashing gentleman from yesteryear, but the pastor done me let out of the bar, guys. Anyway, I love all y'all. Happy Sunday, happy Mother's Day, all you mothers, man. Y'all, man, if you can't see my heart jumping out of my chest, it's because you just can't see it. And let me tell you something about my mother. One last thing on Mother's Day. I got a little upset a while ago and got off track whenever I started talking about the graveyard. But 1950, early 1955, my mother and daddy, for the 4 years before that, starting in 1951, they applied to the Methodist Church to adopt a family. They couldn't have kids. My mother had cancer in her uterus, and they had to remove a major part of her uterus at a very young age. So being the Christian man my daddy is, he wanted to have a family. He wanted his family name to continue, and he set aside to adopt a family. He adopted in 1955, early 55, he adopted my sister, and her name was Marsha Michelle Bryan, and she was a good mother. She has 2 beautiful sons. And in the middle of 1956, they went and adopted a young boy. That happens to be me. Okay. So I was adopted. And my mother, first of all, my birth mother was a young woman from Louisiana. I was born in New Orleans. And she knew, she was 12, 13 years old, and she knew she couldn't take care of a kid the way she needed to take care of, probably with the guidance of her family. And they sought out the Methodist Church and put that child up for adoption, me. And that's my birth mother. Now, my real mother, my mama, okay, the lady that raised me and developed me, turned me into who I am today, she loved me enough to take somebody else's kid. And that makes her a hell of a woman, y'all. Rule number 9.